It's all gone a bit political, don't you think?
Well, the bloke's running for Prime Minister. How do you think it was going to go?
It would help if we could stick to the script.
Well, Eamon, you are managing.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, we're not incisors, are we?
OK, we're going in 5, 4, 3...
What fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across many, many of those shows, there was always one man by your side.
I may be many reprehensible things, Eamon, but I am certainly not anything as dreadful as a man.
Oh, Christ, that's Dorothy Hammermann.
You called me early, you useless shower of soon-to-be unemployed delinquents. I will be calling Bozeman immediately after this debacle, don't you worry. Eric, have a full production team list sent to my dressing room. Petey, sweetie, I'm sorry you're having to endure this clusterfuck. Wouldn't happen on 3. Eamon, do you have a question you want me to ignore?
Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight on this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen and off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Oh, well, that's actually a good question.
Oh, thank Christ.
There was this famous episode of Just the Job when I was just a runner. There was this old lady coming on, and her husband had recently passed on, and she wanted to finish making his last project. A shoe rack, I think.
Spice rack.
Spice rack, yes, of course.
Actually, yes, we've got a bit of archive footage which shows exactly what you've just been talking about. Let's roll that there.
Oh, sorry about my hands, love. They're so shaky these days.
Oh, don't you worry, Pet. Let's get that stuck in that hole, shall we?
Cheeky boy. My Ernie loved a laugh.
Bit of a comedian, was he?
Oh, yeah. I always thought he'd end up on the telly. But he got something in his lungs, see, in the pits.
Oh, God, that's awful, Judy.
He hated that job. Dark and sweaty and back-breaking. Not fit for a person, he'd call it. But we needed the money, so he stuck it out.
Hard worker.
Even when they cut the overtime, he stayed loyal. But when he started coughing up blood, they couldn't get rid of him quickly enough. Threw him on the slag heap.
Oh, awful.
And the day he died, the very day, they cut the pension.
So how are you getting by, Pet?
Well, the kids are trying their best to help out. It's been easier in the summer, but winter is round the corner and...
It's outrageous. No one should have to... I'll tell you what, Judy. I'm going to pay you that pension. Huh? I'm going to pay it out of my own pocket, and I'm going to keep paying it as long as you need it.
What?
And that's a Peter Clement promise.
Touching stuff.
How long were you paying her, Peter?
Oh, bugger, I don't remember, a few years.
So generous.
No, not really, Eamon. It's barely a fraction of what I was getting paid to fart ass about on TV. I'm not joking, Eamon. Now it's changed for people like her. But you and me, we're drinking at the Frampton. How's that just, mate?
Well, I could certainly afford to pay a little bit more.
Then I've got more than I know what to do with. What about you, Eamon? Where's your cash?
I have a lot of children. Dorothy Hammermann, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So, how much is it going to cost me when you win?
Oh, it's going to make your fanny clench, I promise you that.
Oh, well, had a good run.